got this motherfucker feet. Ball, ball, ball. Yeah. All right. The crack. Oh, what's up, Henny? Oh, that's good. All right. Got an easy game here today, boys and girls. 3 games separation in the NFC North. Who do the Packers got? Well, I don't want to look. I want to be surprised. Hey, YouTube. Hello. Oh, geez. Excuse me. I want it to be natural. Okay. This should be a winnable game on paper. Dumbass Packers. They fell to the 7. Oh, hog. The Packers have fallen to the 7. So what do you got? Wow. All right. I think we're ready. Bears. Yeah, same spot. It's pretty much the same on the AFC this week. Maybe a little bit of movement, but the same teams. No, I don't think it did. The NFC, the Aints moved up to the 3. The Commanders moved up to the 6. Everybody moved up a slot. Except for the Packers, they fell to the 7. You'll love it. Yeah, the Falcons are out and the Packers are in the 7. Dang. They were 3rd? That's how crazy the NFC is. Wow. Oh man, that sucks. I mean, that really sucks. But as they say, it is what it is. But I think we're ready. You know, I think we're good to go. So what do you little 4-minute intro here. All right. And that's good. 3, 2, and a 1. Ooh, well. Hello and welcome everybody. Randy Replay back at it again. Excuse me. And Minnesota Vikings football is back on the air, online, and all across the SSN. There is some movement in the NFC. The Falcons are now bounced. from the playoffs. A little bit of movement, and the Packers will slide down to the 7th seed. So the Packers, one loss you would think away from being knocked out of the 2024-2025 NFL playoffs. Well, technically 2023-2024, but who's counting? So here we are. Wait, why does that say 2023? We're in year 2. Madden, you didn't. No way. It doesn't, the year doesn't scale. Yeah, because we're in year 2. It's the 2025 draft, which means the playoffs would take place in 2025. Wow, bro. All right, we'll cut it. 3, 2, 1. 2025 playoffs. And if they were to start today, this is what it would look like. Very little movement on the AFC side. Maybe 1 or 2 teams jump a couple spots, but the other 2 teams we follow, the Chiefs and the Ravens, remain in the same seeding. As we get you back to the main screen, we will take a look at the opponent today. The Minnesota Vikings. Wow, interesting. We have an away game. We haven't had one of those in a while, and it's a Bears. We travel to Chicago and Soldier Field to face the bottom of the basement of the division, Chicago Bears. The Packers lost, which means Minnesota now has a 3-game lead in the NFC North and could wrap up the division week 15 with a win and a Packers loss this week. That being said, we're going to see who the Packers have today, and it's the Lions. Oh boy. So we hope that the Lions can play spoiler and help us out a little bit. They would pretty much just have the same record, and we could actually lock this division up next week. We do have some weekly awards to acknowledge. Dalvin Cook for his 41 carry, 256, and 2 touchdown performance. It's good enough to get him the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. We played the Lions, and on the flip side, Brian Poole, 18 tackles, 2 picks, and 1 fumble recovered, enough to net him NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And on the other side, you always like to see a member of Gritty Gang, Jamar Chase, 10 catches, 393, 4 touchdown performance. We'll get him the AFC Player of the Week. And then Noah Sewell, linebacker, 12 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 pick, 1 6 for the Defensive Player of the Week. So the Ravens on a proverbial collision course, it looks like, with the rematch of last year's AFC AFC playoff game between the Chiefs and the Ravens, and Minnesota stands alone out of the teams that we follow here in the playoffs on the NFC side. As we normally do, we'll take a look at the injury reports for both teams. The Vikings, no injuries to report. Hashtag must be nice. The Bears, likewise. So both teams are fully able to go. Now, when I mention contain the QB scramble when we're talking about Jared Goff or Justin Fields, which one do you think would run more on us? Well, let me spoil the answer. It's Jared Goff. We had to really scheme for Jared Goff on the run last week, and he was able to rip off the most offensive yards from behind the line of scrimmage that the Minnesota Vikings have seen in a couple of weeks. And that's really concerning. Well, now we got Justin Fields, a design QB runner. So somebody that's supposed to be running in these RPO plays. So we're gonna have our hands full with Justin Fields here today. That is no doubt the defensive focus. And you got to stop Dalvin if you're the Bears. Or Da Bears. Da Bears, Da Bears, Da Bears. No Bulls, only Bears. This has been Randy Replay. Kickoff. Noon. Soldier Field. Kind of a weird place to play, but not as bad as FedEx Field. Is next. Alrighty. Coming up. think we're just going to wear the normal ass jerseys. You know us. We don't wear the purple pants when we travel. That's a bad omen. All right, got that queued up. I think we're ready. Shall we? Well. Hello, didn't see you there. Randy Replay here. JJ's 31 touchdowns leads the NFL. And he is the best wide receiver in our eyes. But this other team here today, the Chicago Bears of Chi-Town, the Windy City, looking to get a gritty. They, something's wrong with the flag. Okay. Either way, they are looking to have a all-star game of their own. Justin Fields, he can run. They got Darnell Mooney. They got Mayfield. There's a bunch of guys that are playmakers on this offense, so we're going to have to contain that as best as we can. As you can see, 1,600 yards for their whole rushing stable. Most of that is Justin Fields, who is running at just under 6 yards a carry. There is TJ the Hawk Hawkinson. And for Minnesota, just over 66% completion percentage, 5 yards per carry, 12 yards per throw. My goodness, Randy Replay's having some struggles. He's just excited about Chicago Bears football. A chance to get a lead in the division, and if the Packers lose and the Vikings win today, we can wrap up this division next week with a win against the Packers. So it's exciting time to be a Vikings fan. It always is when it's game day, and here we go. So from the Windy City, that is the Chi-Town excuse me, area, there's the kick. It's a returnable kick. There is some wind today, so a rare non-touchback for Greg Joseph. And wow, the Bears return man will get it out to the 26. And that is where Justin Fields and company will take over. Looking to establish dominance here today. For Justin Fields, 2,700 yards, 28 touchdowns, 8 picks. Also has some pretty good running stats this season. So Minnesota, what do you do? Montgomery in the single back. The Fields under center. Man in motion. It is a running back keeper for Montgomery, and David Montgomery will be brought down by NFC Comeback Player of the Year, Eric Kendricks. And already the Bears fans are over it. They've had a tough go at this season, and they do not want to keep seeing this. Are you kidding me? Indeed. 4 Vikings in the backfield right away. Tackle for loss to start the game. You'll love to see it. And that will retreat Fields to the gun. On the field now, Kendricks, Asamoah, Hicks, and company. And there is a setup screen, and Javon Holland will break it up. Also worth noting, Andre Quarter getting into the backfield. The rookie paying dividends for that pick. And now Minnesota, you have a 3rd and long, 3rd and 11. Fields from the gun, man in motion. Fields snaps, throws. It is caught, but not enough for the first down. Just inches short, tackled by Trayvon Diggs. It's Anderson with the catch, and they'll force a punt. Looks like Diggs wants to play today. Again, not going to be on roster pending any franchise tag. Tyler Harrell angles back to the 14. Returnable kick. He'll be spun down at the 22. Pretty good return it out trots Patrick Mahomes in this offense. He threw 2 picks last week. Looking to right the ship here. He's still having a hell of a season. 55-60, 54 touchdowns, 29 picks. Excuse me. And so a quiet Bears stadium now comes to life. Mahomes from the gun. Snap is corralled. Immediate throw middle. Caught T.J. Hawkinson. Kind of that safety outlet for Patrick. 5 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown last week. Had that big one right side of the field. Look for them to call that play here today as well. So under the sun in Chicago. Here's the first carry for Dalvin. Goes up the middle. Oh, takes a shot down to the 38. 7 yards for Dalvin on his first carry of Deuce game. Now the most conundrumizing, if that's even a word, the player with the most questions here, Adam Thielen, who we just talked about him, gets loose right side, first down Minnesota. I mean, he juked the crap out of that defender wide open underneath. We were just talking about him. Adam Thielen. What role is he going to play if he decides to come back next season? With the resurgence of Jackson Smith and Jigba, you got to wonder. Mahomes, play action. Throws. For Thielen, it's dropped. Oh, boy. So Mahomes' first incompletion today will come at 12:33 in the first quarter. And he steps back in the shotgun now. Talks to, looks like it in Jigba, left side. Snap is corralled. Tosses it up, left side, JJ. Caught, JJ. Down inside the 5 to the 4. And there's the patented point. And my heavens. Almost got back there. Of course, that number 58 causing problems in the home game for Minnesota. Oh, just a shoestring tackle. JJ, one broken tackle away from pay dirt. Mahomes already in the proverbial from the gun. He's got 3 wide receivers. Sends TJ Hawkinson man in motion left to right. Gets the snap, gives to Dalvin. Dalvin angling. Dalvin forcing his way. Touchdown Vikings and touchdown Dalvin. Oh my heavens, what's he doing? He's washing his hands and he puts on the mask. Oh boy. It is another touchdown for the Vikings and another one for Dalvin Cook. Expected to be on this team for a long time to come. 2 years left on his deal. That's neither here nor there. 7-0 Minnesota first quarter. So Mahomes keeping his eyes down the field at all times during that drive. Tried to hit Adam Thielen. Maybe could have under different circumstances. Hit JJ deep. And now another returnable kick. This wind will play a factor. As in the fourth quarter, the Vikings will be with the win, so we'll see what that brings. Until then, Justin Fields in the gun. Gets the snap, looking over his options, throws middle, caught. And that will be Anderson, Robbie Anderson, it looks like. Brought down by Tyson Campbell's Chunky Chicken Noodle Soup. He's earned that right. To be called that. Justin Fields from the gun. Snap, corral, throws. It tackled immediately by Trayvon Diggs is the receiver. Another Anderson. Catch. Minnesota changing things late. The run up the middle for Montgomery. 82 yards last week. Having a heck of a game here today. That'll be a Bears first down. So after the first down, Minnesota, you do it again. Fields in the split back shotgun. The snap is corralled. It's a give to Anderson. Chopped down by Eric Kendricks. Who else? No gain. And these Bears fans are fed up. Again, Kendricks signing a deal that will keep him here until he's 30. 33 rather. Fields flush. Gervin Dexter will start it and Danielle Hunter will finish it. So the rookie, Gervin Dexter, will get his first sack action in his career, albeit a half sack. And Gervin Dexter getting back there, and Danielle Hunter obviously finishing it off for a half sack is split between the two of them. 3rd and long now, Minnesota. Fields from the gun. Snap is corralled. Looking. Fields flushed. Fields running. Fields throwing. Oh my heavens, no way. Fumble! It is recovered. Jordan Hicks. Lewis Seen came down, popped the ball out, and these Bears fans are booing. Fields with a no-look cross-body, cross-field play. There's the strip by Lewis Seen, picked up by Jordan Hicks, and Minnesota's offense comes back out onto this hollowed ground. My heavens. You gotta love it. And so Mahomes flushed, throws, just missing JJ right side. You can't blame him for trying. We've seen that play work multiple times here this season. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Mahomes from the gun. Quick snap, quick throw. Left side caught JJ. Big hit. He'll get about 8. And that'll make it easier for this 3rd down play, which we'll see Mahomes in the gun. Big blitz showing. Mahomes talking to the offensive line. Gets the snap. Looking, throwing, and it's batted away. Intended for Justin Jefferson. The throw was rushed. And that will bring out Ryan Wright, rookie punter, looking to pin him deep. There's the key. Well, not rookie anymore. We're just going to call him that till the end of time. It goes out at the 25. The wind kind of took care of that one. And, oh boy. So out comes Fields again for his 3rd offensive possession in this one. Minnesota will play press coverage to the outside. Single back set. There's the run by Montgomery. He'll get about 7. Yeah, okay. They'll give him 8. So that is Montgomery's longest run of his 4-carry day. Now Fields from the gun. Snap is corralled, and it's Andre Carter not able to bring down Montgomery. Oh boy. So these wrap-up tackles for the Minnesota Vikings in the backfield, so spotty this season. Andre Carter having a heck of a year. That is uncharacteristic of him. Usually he's pretty good at wrapping people up in the backfield, and just didn't go. So now Fields from the gun. Montgomery, the single back. Give us to the aforementioned Montgomery. Shakes off the big hit. Shakes off another. Oh my heavens. So now that'll bring up a 2nd and 1. Minnesota bringing Lewis Seen down. The Fields gun. They bring pressure, but it doesn't matter. Montgomery will get the 1st down. Oh boy. So Fields still in the shotgun formation. Waiting the snap. He will get it. Looking. Throwing. Big catch. Montgomery tackled right away by Eric Kendricks. And that is how that will go. Fields in the empty set. Obvious passing play. Snap corral. Toss. And that'll be the 1st down that Justin Fields was looking for. This time he'll go to Foster Moreau. And Eric Kendricks on the tackle. Now up over 100 total tackles for the season. Angling towards that 110 mark. There's Montgomery again. Gets caught in the backfield. Another broken tackle, and Javon Holland will shove him down almost head first into the dirt. And a gain of 7. I formation now. Man in motion. To give Montgomery again. This time Jordan Hicks will bring him down. 3rd and 2. Jordan Hicks not going to be on the team next season. He is opting out. Doesn't want a deal. And here we go. Minnesota moving pieces around late. It's a run play. Montgomery puts the ball on the ground. It was picked up, but not enough for the 1st down. And, oh boy. So another fumble forced. Chicago gets it back, and they're going to go for it. Chicago is going to go for it. Here we go. Minnesota, what do you got? Lewisine running down. Lewisine not guessing the snap down correctly. Minnesota stops him. Oh, Nelly, Trayvon, and I do believe Javon Holland will team up to bring him down behind the line, that being Montgomery. Conversion thwarted. Yes, it has been a battle of inches here today. On both sides of the ball, Minnesota just getting the better of that one. Now 1st and 10, 4:41 from the 32. I formation, give Dalvin. Sidesteps, carries a defender a yard up to the 38. That'll bring up 2nd and 4 now. So 2nd and 4. Single back set for the Vikings. Mahomes. Play action. Rolls. Open field, running room. He's going to get out of bounds. He takes a shot out of bounds. No flags. And he signals first down right in front of the Bears bench saying, ha, got it. So a design QB run for Patrick Mahomes left side. And Minnesota's got some breathing room now. Down near the 50. Now Mahomes retreats to the shotty. He's going to send in Jigba, man in motion. Left to right, talk to the offensive line. There's so much setup in the Vikings offense this season. Give to Dalvin, slips a tackle. Really brought down, loss of 1, almost like it was meant to be. Oh boy. So here we are again. 2nd and long. Mahomes under center. The snap corralled. Quick out to CJ Ham. We'll get 4 yards and make it a little bit easier for 3rd down. 3rd and 7 now. Mahomes gun. In Jigba. Waved over. Right to left. Slot left now is in Jigba. Mahomes snap corralled. Looking. And he goes down before he can let it rip. Almost like it was planned and scripted in the history books. Kevin O'Connell can't believe it. And Mahomes will go down with a sack. Oh boy. So now Ryan Wright on for his 2nd punt in this game. Fair catch called for. Patrick Peterson right in front of, looks like Herbert. And Minnesota maintains a 7-point lead. Both teams struggling to get in the end zone here. End of 1, 2:29 away. Fields gives. Oh, a couple Vikings tripped here. And we'll get the first down. Big run, Montgomery. And, oh boy, Minnesota. Not expecting Montgomery to come out like he has. The obvious play was to scheme for Fields running. He has yet to take a run. Fields looking, throwing, and it is picked off. Javon Holland. Isaiah Wynn will go down, so we'll give him some claps. But for now, Fields throws across his body across the field. It's a big no-no for quarterbacks, and Javon Holland makes him pay. Has to angle his route, and Wynn leaves the field. We give him some claps. But Minnesota gets the ball back. Minnesota gets the ball back. So now from the single back set, in Jigba, man in motion. It's a give to Njigba. Needs some blocking. He does not get it. He'll get 2 yards off the pesky end around. And Mahomes surveys the defense. Gets the snap, turns, gives Dalvin. Dalvin angles left, breaks a tackle and gets... Oh, I don't know about that. I thought the ball was across the line to gain. Apparently it's not. So now Minnesota, you're faced with a 3rd and inches, a battle of inches here today. Mahomes gun. Snap corralled, given Dalvin. Dalvin angling right. Ooh, back towards the middle of the field. He will take a shot. Slow to get up is Dalvin Cook. But for all intents and purposes, it is a first down Minnesota. So Dalvin, the workhorse of the team. Mahomes from the gun. Snap corralled. Quick throw middle. Caught Thielen. Spun down at the 17. And Minnesota, you have to call at least one more play in this quarter before we get to the end of this one. 2 catches for number 19. 19 yards. Mahomes from the gun. Snaps corralled. The setup screen incomplete for Dalvin Cook. And these screens are just not working this season for Minnesota. Oh boy. So here's 3rd and 3. Mahomes from the gun. Snap corralled. Looks. Throws. Dropped. I don't know if he got a hand in there. Either way, it is incomplete. 4th and 3. Minnesota settling for a field goal into the wind. 34 yards, middle of the field. Greg Joseph. Kick is away. Angles left a bit, but it is good. Minnesota leads 10-0 just before the end of the first quarter. So Mahomes not really able to get much going here in the passing game lately. When they get to their side of the field, a lot of drops, a lot of bataways, a lot of passes deflected. There's a big tackle and 19 seconds left to go in the quarter. The Bears will come out. And Javon Holland recently discovered his X factor. He is in the proverbial zone as we speak. There's a big run, Montgomery left side. And oh my gosh, come on you guys, get some tackles out here. Jeez. Jalen Johnson with the big hit. And this will be the end of the first quarter. Oh boy. So a Minnesota 10-0 lead, but defense is bleeding yards here a little bit. End of one. Wow. You just can't stop them. So the 4-3 defense designed to stop the run, of course, in play for Minnesota. Montgomery, the single back, gets the snap. Chop down Eric Kendricks. Gain of a yard. Kind of weird celebrating a 1-yard gain, but given how this game has gone, it's good to see. Fields from the gun. The snap corral, give. And it's Kendricks again with help from Hunter, and looks like Gervin Dexter down there is getting a healthy amount of playing time today. Harrison Phillips in there as well. Fields throws, picked! It's Tyson Campbell's chunky chicken noodle soup, and he will return it for 6. Waves goodbye to the defender. Touchdown defense. Tyson Campbell throws the ball like he's dropping the mic. Again, Fields backpedaling across body, cross field. That's a big no-no. There's only one man that's been able to do that, and that is Brett Favre. But even he has thrown picks, and Kelee Ringo, rookie cornerback for the Bears, is upset on the side of the field. More than likely at Justin Fields. Hog. Bear down. 17-0 Minnesota Vikings lead. Let's go, Tyson Campbell's chunky chicken noodle soup, whatever your name is. That's what I'm talking about, a pick 6, and what the kids would call a 6% user. Boom! Greg Joseph's kick. Now that the Vikings are with the win, this thing sails out the back of the end zone. My goodness. So Montgomery has a real chance to make it over 1,000 yards today. Let's see if he achieves that number. As it's Fields from the gun. They've run it out of the gun. They've passed it. And it's hard to tell what they're going to do. Fields gets the ball. Looks like a passing play. Fields flush. Big throw. Backpedaling once again. And it is tipped. Jalen Johnson, Cam Bynum in the vicinity as well. And what is happening to Justin Fields in this game? He's making some poor decisions here. Double coverage. Backpedaling. Not across the field, though. Fields, flush, throws, big catch. Fumble! Get the ball. Trayvon Diggs will pick it up. Another turnover for this defense against the bottom of the basement division rivals, the Bears. I do believe that's Claypool on the fumble. We're going to take a look. Fields. That is Claypool. Yep, it's out. Hard to tell who caused it. But either way, the ball goes back to Minnesota plus territory. Oh, boy. I mean, you talk about a defense that is clicking the last couple games. Minnesota turning the ball over at will, it seems like. Dalvin Cook up the middle. Big 3-yard carry. Oh, boy. I mean, this is just... You love to see it. I'd say you feel bad for the Bears, but, I mean, you want to beat your division rival. Mahomes from the gun, snap corral. Looking. Throwing right side. Adam Thielen came back for a ball that he didn't need to. Incomplete. And Adam Thielen and Mahomes are having some words in the huddle. Hopefully good ones, as now it's 3rd and 7. If you're Thielen, you didn't need to come back for that ball. Either way, Mahomes from the gun, 3rd down. Throws right side, caught Hawkinson short of the line to gain. Just didn't lead him enough. In Minnesota, you got a decision to make. Looks like they're going to trot out kicker Greg Joseph for a big chip shot, 34-yard field goal with the win, right hash. Greg Joseph awaits the snap, or I guess Tyler Van Dyke will await the snap. Snap, spot kick is away, and it's good. 20-0 Minnesota lead. One has to wonder if we will see Tyler Van Dyke today at quarterback. And Greg Joseph to kick it away for the Vikings. It's in the air. Goes out the back of the end zone completely. Oh, my heavens. So this wind is swirling here today. Maybe that miscommunication there on that Adam Thielen throw, wide open. He comes back for the ball. Mahomes overshoots him. Kind of a weird drive for the Vikings. Never really got off the ground. There's a big throw. Incomplete. Javon Holland breaking up the pass. He just realized that he was a very, very good player. Now has the proverbial zone technique. And my heavens. Fields flushed again. He's on the run. Fields running. Okay, he's just going to stand up Trayvon Diggs. Oh, all right. So a 25-yard gainer by Fields. And that's what Minnesota has to watch out for here today. Fields from the gun now. He's very dangerous when he gets moving. Fields throws left side. Big. Oh, my heavens. Big catch by Moreau, but an even bigger hit by Lewis Seen, who just acting like a straight-up missile out here today. Had a couple of those. Fields from the gun. Snap. Give. Montgomery. Montgomery room to run. Tackled by Harrison Phillips after the first down gain. And there's Spider-Man coming out to play. Okay. And the Green Bay Packers have beaten the Lions, so this puts pressure on the Vikings. And looks like the division will be decided next week pending a Vikings win. If the Vikings win, they are NFC North champions, lock up the division. If the Packers win, they survive another week. So that'll be an interesting game next week. Tons of drama, but we got to get through this one first. Fields from the gun, throws right side, wide open Montgomery. Big hit put on by Trayvon Diggs, who really hasn't been hitting hard in his time here in Minnesota. But this year, he's embracing the physicality that this defense likes to enforce. Fields, weird snap corral, throws. Whoa, and if you're Trayvon, I don't know how you play that any better. Foster Moreau takes one away from Trayvon. We're going to see how close this truly was. I mean, Trayvon just had a hand in there. Oh, boy. So here we are. Field split back shoddy. Snap. Awaiting. Snap corralled. Give. Montgomery. He just got run over. Did Trayvon Montgomery touchdown. And he slow claps down 20. Okay. All right. Well, down 14. Trayvon Diggs got taken out of the play. Oh, boy. So here we go. It is a game now. 20-6. 20-7 pending the kick. Snap spot kick is away, and the Chicago Bears fans have something to cheer about. Your team's on the board. 9:51 left to go here the first half. Tyler Bass or Bass or Boos, whatever you want to call it. Tyler Harrell will receive the kick. Tyler, room to run, but it closes quickly up to the 27. One of his better returns this season, and Patrick Mahomes will come back out looking to make a difference and get these guys going. So Minnesota, you're with the win now. Got to be careful of overthrows. Mahomes gives to Cook. Nowhere to go. Loss of one. We'll go no huddle. So it's a no huddle call for the Vikings. Mahomes from the gun. Snap corral. Throws. Caught JJ, and I don't know how he caught that one. But make it easier for this third down. Big third down for the Vikings here on this play. I almost said here today. Yeah. So here you go. Minnesota, you got to get it, so go get it. Mahomes from the gun. Snap corral. Throws. Caught. Thielen sheds a tackle. I don't know why he spun. But either way, it's a first down, Minnesota. Gain of 12. You love to see it. Where is... There it is. 20-7, 8:32 left to go, first half. Minnesota, you do get the ball back at the other side of the break. Dalvin up the middle. Carrying a defender 7 yards. And it's 2nd and 3 now. Mahomes under center. Gets the snap. Rolls. Has to throw it away. He saw something in the defense he didn't like. That'll bring up 3rd and 3 now. So 3rd and 3 for the Vikings. Third down's not treating the Vikings well today. Mahomes throws. Caught. JJ threw the big hit. First down, Vikings. You're not going to hear it here in Chicago, but we'll play the Baru here. Oh, big hit put on to JJ. He will hold on some of the best hands in the NFL. And that will silence the crowd here at Soldier Field. For the moment. I'm sure they'll have something to cheer about momentarily. Mahomes gives to Dalvin, left side, looking for space. Only going to get about 3 yards. Tough running for Dalvin so far today. Under 50 yards here, first half. Kind of weird to think about. Mahomes from the gun. Weird snap is corralled. Throws. Dropped. Intended for TJ the Hawk Hawkinson. Had an angle, just couldn't pull it in. Erica, hello. Happy Monday. What up? Now Mahomes from the gun. Quick pump fake, and it's incomplete, intended for Njigba. And this will trot out Greg Joseph for another field goal attempt. The 45-yarder left hash with the win should be away. Ooh, angles to the right a bit, but it's good. 23-7. Ooh, man. How are you, Erica? How was your Monday? How was your Monday? Let's try to kick it through the uprights here. Try and kick it through the uprights. Yeah. So Greg Joseph, boom, away it goes. And it's through the uprights. Where's our point? It should be 24-7 Vikings. The only good thing about Chicago here is that they provide their radio analysts and personnel with free soda, like a lot of, or pop, however you want to call it, depending on what part of the country you're from. And Rated Replay gets an unlimited supply of Mountain Dew for today's game. Montgomery, oh my heavens, again left side. Come on. Okay, the click-ons are so bad, dude. I got taken out of the play again, bro. Yuck. Fix your game. In the fields from the gun. I'm going to cut all that anyway. It doesn't matter. It's a quarterback keeper this time for Fields. Lewis Cine, the only guy that can get him. He takes a bad angle and Fields in for the touchdown. Oh, no. Justin Fields will score with his legs because that's the only thing he can do. He can't throw the ball. He's a really good runner. Crossed over Lewis Cine, took a bad angle, and there you go for 6. And we got a game here in Chicago. This to make it a 9-point affair. 23-14 pending the kick. Snap spot. Blocked. Another one for Andrew Booth Jr. And Javon Holland will bring it back, it looks like, pending any weirdness. And Minnesota should be awarded a point or two. And he plants his booty, so the 2-point conversion is good for Minnesota off the 4th Andrew Booth Jr. blocked field goal or point after this season. So Minnesota is awarded the 2 points, 25-13, and they get the ball back. So, my heavens. There you have it. Tyler Harrell, very returnable kick. Trying to look for space, not going to get it. And gets him to the 27. And for Mahomes, you got 6 minutes left. See what you want to do. Mahomes from the gun. Quick snap, quick throw. Oh, boy. I don't know if it was intended for Thielen, but either way, it's a Thielen catch. Mahomes will stay in the gun. Gets the snap. And he gets plastered in the backfield. Lawson, who gave us a lot of trouble in the home game this year against the Bears, comes in untouched again. And leads with the helmet. No flag. And Minnesota, now you're faced with a 3rd and 12. Not a lot of plays in the playbook designed to get you this amount of yardage. Mahomes from the gun. Snap corral. And he just can't get anything going as Jones will get the sack now. Oh, boy. Mahomes moving away from the pressure, gets thrown right into another Bear, and this offensive line is crumbling right before our very eyes. The only good thing about this is now Minnesota, you're kicking with the wind here. Ryan Wright in for his 3rd punt of the contest. No fair catch. Big hit, Andrew Booth. No fumble. So Montgomery has surpassed 1,000 yards for the year in this game. And now you really got to contain Justin Fields. Brought it back for 6 last time. Here we go. Empty set for Fields. Snap corral. Throws right side. Caught. And Brian Asamoah, the 2nd-year guy, immediately calls over the medical personnel, favoring that left shoulder. So Asamoah will go down. And we will give him some claps as that is a big loss for this defense. Oh boy, I do believe Troy Dye will come in, and actually Patrick Jones will come in relief for Asamoah. Montgomery right side. We'll get you the information about the injury as soon as we can. But for now, Asamoah out for the foreseeable future. Fields from the gun. Snap corral. Looking. Throwing. Caught. Immediately brought down. A Foster Moreau by Tyson Campbell, who has a pick 6 today. And a dislocated shoulder for Asamoah, so Patrick Jones will come in. Oh boy, that is not good. Hopefully it can be popped back in this week. We'll see. Hopefully not going to miss any measurable amount of time. Fields flushed. Fields running. Oh my heavens, he gets the first down. Fields slow to get up though. He took a shot. That'll be 1st and 10, Chicago Bears. And Fields from the gun now. Another snap. Big throw, caught. Oof. It's more. Minnesota plays press across the board. Lewis Cine angles to the right side of the formation. Fields from the gun. Gets the snap. Okay. Montgomery is going to throw off Harrison Phillips like he's a feathered duster. I don't believe that. And so, oh boy. Here we go. Minnesota struggling on defense here in this quarter. Fields, flush, Fields throws as he's hit. That'll should force a punt. And third down was kind to the Vikings right there. Razer punted away, and it angles out at the 16. So Minnesota with 2:32 left to go in the quarter. That's where you get it. What can you do? Not much. So Mahomes from the gun. Throws across the middle, caught Smith and Jigba. And they will go no huddle as they normally do. Mahomes snap corralled. Looking. Sidearm throw over. Overthrows JJ. And now you got a 2nd and 10. Oh my heavens. Now Mahomes. Snap corralled from the gun. He will get the first down on his legs, and that, or with his legs rather, that will be the 2-minute warning. So the play broke down the left side. Within Jigba and JJ crossing routes. And, we get the first down. It's a 1st and 10. What do you got? Mahomes from the gun. He's going to wave Adam Thielen. Right to left. Mahomes snap corralled. Looking left side. JJ caught. Down inside the 25 to the 23. And that will give us a little bit of breathing room here, walking away hopefully with at least 3 before the half. And my heavens. How many times have you seen that in this franchise? A lot of times. I'm just going to answer it for you. JJ in the proverbial zone. Now Mahomes is as well. Under center for this play. A snap. Corral. Looking. Throwing. Caught JJ. Makes the man miss. Gritty time. Touchdown Vikings. We get a gritty in the Windy City. He's JJ. When he's in the zone. Now, did he step out? That's the only problem here. It is a scoring play. It will be reviewed. When he's in the zone, you better watch out. Better not cry. You better not pout. Justin Jefferson's coming to town. Do a gritty all around. This to make it 32-13. Kick is away. It's good. Y'all like that little Christmas carol about JJ? We all know what this is going to be. A little touchback action. Everybody wanna, but nobody wanna. All right. QB contain. Let's just contain the scram. All right. We'll be in the zone defense the rest of the way. 1:48 left to go here. Minnesota playing 3 safeties deep here, it looks like. Cam Bynum, Javon Holland. I do see a couple others back there. It is a screen pass to Montgomery right side. Fields looking, throwing, crossbody, and batted away. Javon Holland will come in. And what about the stat line for Javon Holland the last couple weeks? My heavens, he's really coming into his own. Awakened his inner X Factor ability, and he's having a hell of a season. Fields from the gun. Same formation for the Vikings defense. Throws caught, and it is a first down just barely. And they're going to remain in the gun, going no huddle. Fields throwing. It is incomplete, almost intercepted. Trayvon Diggs right side. Excuse me. Minnesota playing press across the board. Excuse me again. Fields in the gun. Taps his right booty cheek. Fields looking flush. Patrick Jones with a sack. I almost said a pick. And we're not going to see it. But Patrick Jones, after Fields was flushed, goes left side right into Patrick Jones, and now Minnesota are faced with a 3rd and 16. And the Bears are showing run here. Just trying to get out of the quarter. And there's Javon Holland coming down to make the play. Minnesota takes a timeout. Oh, Kevin O'Connell looking across the field as he calls the timeout. So they want the ball back. Caleb Evans in fake punt formation. The punt is watched. It's good. And Tyler Harrell with a returnable kick. Ooh, just doesn't go anywhere. Okay, well. For JJ today, 6 catches, 136, and a touchdown. Having a hell of a season, one of the best in Vikings franchise history and one of the best in the NFL. He's the #1 receiver in terms of receptions coming into today's game. And looking to continue that thread or trend, however you want to look at it, into next week. It's a run, Dalvin. Running room left side closes quickly, and now Justin Jones will go down. Of course, he has a sack today, holding his lower back. Oh boy. So a big part of this defense. We'll give him some claps as the Bears country does, and he will leave the field. So Minnesota now. Don't really know what you want to do here. Do you play for a field goal? Do you try and troll with a touchdown? No idea. 2nd and 5 either way. The snap looking. Mahomes running. He'll get a couple yards with his feet. He's looking downfield. I think Kevin O'Connell is telling him to let her rip down the field. That'll bring up 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. Mahomes in the zone under center. Snap corral. Looking, throwing, high pointed, incomplete, and Jigba. And so that will give the ball back to the Bears. Ryan Wright into punt yet again. Very, very weird seeing Ryan Wright punt so many times. Oof. Oof. Missed tackle by Andrew Booth. And the Bears have it at the 30. So we'll see what happens here. Again, bottom of your screen, Packers picking up the win today. Now it's a 2-game lead for the Vikings. They need to win this game to maintain the 3. The throw left side, out of bounds immediately. We'll see 14 seconds left in the half. Once again, no halftime stats the rest of the way. We will be back. In terms of stats after the game, there's the final timeout for the Bears, and they got one more play here. Minnesota playing back. We'll see what they want to do. Fields from the empty set. The snap corral. Looking, throwing, middle, caught. Big hit, Kendricks. That will do it for the quarter, or for the half. As the Bears try and get lined up for a field goal, time will expire. First half, Minnesota Vikings lead, and trying to maintain this 3-game lead in the NFC North, 32-13. We're going to check other games in progress and games that have wrapped up, and we'll kind of check out what's going on in the landscape of the NFL. Again, we know the Packers won today by 3 points, eking out a win. Jared Goff, after facing us, 67 yards in that one. Must be nice. Aaron Rodgers threw 3 picks. Hog. Divisional battle. And the Aints are up over the Bucks, who are 1-11 on the season. CJ Stroud with 4 touchdowns in that one. Wowzers. And then we go to Tennessee, where the Falcons are just about doubled up on the Titans at the half, 14-7. Russell Wilson, of course, just 49 yards in the first half. Kind of a slow start. Boom! Second half kick is underway, or is away. Now, where's the Bears' point? Either way, Dalvin Cook just 40 yards in the first half. Kind of a season low for him. Look for the Vikings now that they're in the second half to kind of slow this game down and do what they normally do, and that's run with Dalvin. Let him cook here in the second half. Mahomes under center. Quick snap, quick throw. Njigba first down. Across the middle. That sidearm sling. Patented Mahomes sidearm throw. Delivery, whatever you want to call it. Mahomes under center. Snap corral given Dalvin. Dalvin carries a defender for looks like 6. They're going to give him 5 though. And that'll bring up 2nd and 5. Njigba, 2 catches in the game. Mahomes under center. Turns, gives Dalvin. Dalvin room to run. Closes quickly. He's not going to get the first down. Runs into Ezra Cleveland. And that's 2nd and 1 now for the Vikings. So 2nd and 1 Minnesota. Mahomes coming out. Under center, single back set. Everybody in the building knows what's going to happen, and it is a Dalvin Cook carry. Just for a couple. He now has 55 on the game. So, oh boy, here we go. Justin Jefferson in the backfield. Split back, shotgun for Mahomes. Snap is corralled. Looking. Throwing. Caught JJ. It's about 3. They'll go no huddle. No huddle is the call. Mahomes from the gun. And it is an incomplete pass. Again, pesky linebackers getting behind the line of scrimmage here at will. And you hate to see it. Now Mahomes under center. Snaps corral. Looks, throws, left side. Incomplete, intended for JJ. And my heavens, we're struggling today here. Oh my goodness. So now punting into the wind, Ryan Wright. Trying to angle this thing deep. It's a fair catch down at the 12, so there's another inside the 20. I mean, the offense just can't get going. You get a couple good plays and then the drive will stall out. You got to have these sustained drives that we saw last week, albeit at home against the Lions, as Montgomery's just carving us up now here to start this quarter. We haven't seen a Justin Fields throw in a while. That trend will continue here as Montgomery will get another first, nearing 200 yards. Minnesota press coverage across the board. Fields in the gun. Snap corral. Fields flush. Fields running for his life. Goes down. Harrison Phillips with the sack. Andre Carter will get credited with half, apparently. So it's Andre Carter and Harrison Phillips. Let's see if he touched him. Yep, right there at the end. Just barely got a little bit of the pads. So Andre Carter claims another half sack. And now it's 2nd and 13. Fields from the gun. Montgomery to the right. It's a run to Mont. Able to shed many. Oh my heavens! Able to shed multiple Vikings tacklers on his way to the 13. Jeez, Montgomery. Do you have your Wheaties today or what? I mean, Minnesota, you got to come up here and make these wrap-up tackles. He's throwing off Trayvon Diggs and Javon Holland like they're nothing, let alone the guys that made contact on the defensive line. Jeez, malarkey. Now Herbert will check in. Fields trying to have the same success with Herbert, and it's just not happening. 1 carry, 2 yards there for the aforementioned Herbert. Fields from the gun. Gets the snap, turns, gives again. And Herbert will have another carry. Fields again. Montgomery checks back in after having 2 plays off. Fields flush throws, wide open, touchdown, Bears. Oh boy. That'll be Robbie Anderson. And can we get another block? for Andrew Booth Jr. The snap spot kick. It's good. 32-20 now. The look on Mahomes' face says it all. He looks determined to figure out what's going on with this offense. I mean, the Bears, they don't have a bad defense. That's the thing. Tyler Harrell lets it bounce out the back of the end zone. This defense is very good. And they really had our number there in the home game between these two teams. Especially this defensive line. Now missing Justin Jones. Dalvin up the middle. 3 yards. And, I mean, I don't think he's going to hit 100 yards today. I really don't. Either way, Mahomes from the gun, 2nd and 7. Turns, gives Dalvin. Dalvin, room closes quickly, and there's another 5-yard carry for Dalvin, and that'll make it 3rd and 2 now. Jones back in the game. Good to see. Mahomes from the gun. Now it's loud in here. And he gets hit at the line again. I mean, what is this offensive line doing? And another punt for Ryan Wright. Looking to angle deep. Fair catch called for. Patrick Peterson playing around with the return guy. And my heavens, I mean, what is happening to this Minnesota Vikings offense? Or is it the Bears defense really isn't a slouch team? They're going to play spoiler here today if the Vikings aren't careful. Big throw right side Montgomery. And now upended by Javon Holland. He finally gets a little retribution for that last big carry. Minnesota press coverage across the board. Fields from the gun. A setup screen. Batted away in the air, Javon Holland. And we're just saying his name all afternoon. Javon Holland in the zone now. So Javon Holland in the zone. Fields from the gun. Throws. Batted away, Trayvon Diggs. My heavens, he got that underneath coverage. And Minnesota, you get another opportunity. Ariza into punt. Excuse me. Tyler Harrell angling backwards at the 10. Nowhere to go. Now, okay, so Andrew Booth Jr. goes down holding his right hamstring. Oh, no. So Andrew Booth Jr., 4 kick returns, leaving with a left leg injury. We will get some claps. Non-contact injury. You love to see him. Not really. Randy's being sarcastic. And, oh boy. Mahomes under center. Gets the snap. Throws for JJ. Caught. And that is a play that had to happen here. They need to get something down on the other side of the field. The big play will give this offense some life, hopefully. Now Mahomes in the proverbial again. Dalvin Cook in the backfield. 1st and 10. Trying to get to the other side of the 50. There it is. Dalvin B. cooking here, 3rd quarter. Up the middle. Big gainer, Dalvin to the 38. Calf strain. He will return soon. He doesn't really play on this defensive side of the ball. He's mainly just a special teams guy. Is Andrew Booth. When they go 5 wide, he will check in momentarily. Okay, CJ Ham moves out wide right. Not momentarily, but he will check in sometimes. CJ Ham blocking for Dalvin Cook. Right side, 1st down to the 22. And now this is where Dalvin will get his 100 yards for the day. He's already at 92. So CJ Hamalama Ding Dong wrapped up for his last year in the NFL. Expected to retire at the end of next season. Minnesota re-signed him, 1-year deal. And Dalvin has just hit 100 yards on the day. So that is the number that he seems to be getting at least every game. And now Jelani Woods, man in motion, right to left. Mahomes trying to get him to jump. Rarely works here in the NFL. Dalvin Cook up the middle. Carries a defender a yard up to the 8. So Patrick Mahomes with one of the worst passing games in terms of yardage on the season. Under 400. Mahomes from the gun. Snaps corralled. Throws left side. Caught in Jigba. Angling. Did not get the first down. Or the touchdown, I mean. Njigba just... Oof. We're going to take another look at this. In real time, it looked like Njigba crossed the goal line. Inside of the pylon. Ooh, nope. Okay. Just stood up, so a good call by the officials. Randy, wrong again. And let's see what the Vikings have planned. Second and goal, rather, from the 1. Mahomes from the gun. Hey, that all right. Let's go have some fun. Mahomes turns, gives Dalvin. Dalvin sits down in the end zone, takes a shot from Jackson, but it doesn't matter. It's a touchdown, Dalvin. And he waves to somebody. Now, as he's going down, Eddie Jackson throws a hip. You're going to see it here. Throws a hip on him. And either way, it's a touchdown. Sorry, Bears. We got a bear down in the Windy City. And this to make it 39-20. Snap spot kick. Angles to the right, but is good. So the Vikings with a 19-point lead. 6:06 left to go here, third quarter. We got a lot of football left. Minnesota's defense has been tightening up here as the game has gone on, but still letting some yardage through. Just need some turnovers here. We're not going to get it there, but that's okay. Out comes the Bears for another stanza. Offense side. Fields in the gun. Montgomery to his right. Irvin Dexter will check in. Fields flush, throws, wide open, Jalen Johnson. 7th pick in the last little bit. He sits down in the end zone, lays down, and Justin Fields is upset. He is staring down Jalen Johnson, but guess what? You don't throw across your body across the field. Jalen Johnson with his, I want to say his 7th pick in the last 5 games. The only thing is he's not going to be on the team next year. He doesn't want to be here. And so unlike Trayvon Diggs, Jalen Johnson now swinging the way of the pick leader. There's a kick to make it 46-20. And the lead will jump up. Danielle Hunter saying, come on, man, you got to stay here. We need you. We need you. No doubt. That's what's being said. Jalen Johnson in the last year of his deal. Brought over by way of trade last season. Oh my heavens, what a pick 6. 2 pick 6s today. One by Tyson Campbell's Chunky Chicken Noodle Soup, and now another by Jalen Johnson, who's really come on the last half of the season. And oh boy, I do really want to believe it's 7 in the last 5. And Justin Fields from the gun. Now we only have 1 sack. A couple half sacks split up, but I mean, this defensive line is getting back. They're forcing these bad throws that are picked off, so they're doing more than what the stat sheet will entail. I actually prefer that. Randy Replay prefers a good defensive line that makes bad throws out of the quarterback than having the sack lead for the year. It's been happening every season of this franchise. Now the Vikings looking, Fields throwing, batted away. Tyson Campbell has a pick 6. Another pass deflected. In Minnesota, you got another 2nd and long here. Fields in the empty set. Obvious throwing down. Fields throwing. Bad throw. Turns into a 2-yard gainer. They're going to give him 3. Now Minnesota, what do? Minnesota press coverage across the board. Fields in the gun. Tried to get him to jump. That never works here in the NFL. Big throw and a catch. Trayvon Diggs going for that diving pick. Didn't get it. He's aggressive. You love to see it, but my heavens. Kendricks will leave the defensive line. Fields will call an audible. Fields from the gun. Big throw. Right side. Big hit Trayvon Diggs. Kendricks in on the hit as well. Fields remains in the shotgun. And, oh boy, Montgomery with a big run again. I mean, we're just trying to force a turnover here. Mitigate the yardage, force a turnover. We're doing a pretty good job of the first part. And a QB run. And nobody can catch up with him. Big hit Lewis Seen from the blind side. And now Connor McGovern, the second lineman for the Bears, goes down. Oh boy. McGovern will leave the field. We'll give him some claps. We're not monsters here in Minnesota. This will bring up a fresh set of downs after the Fields run. So Minnesota kind of gone away from the QB contained game. Didn't really need to do it. Fields hasn't had the opportunity to run in the last couple downs. Or drive, I should say. Excuse me, my heavens. Fields from the gun. Minnesota brings pressure. Big throw across the middle. Montgomery getting out of another tackle. My heavens. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's another Montgomery run. And he'll go down, we think, down at the 1. And my goodness. Another big Montgomery run. And now Minnesota, you got a 2nd and goal from the 1. Watch the fullback. It's a play action. Big throw and a touchdown. Lewis Seen, I don't know how you play that any better. He's right there. Just Drew Sample's hands will prevail. It's now a 20-point game. This to make it a 19. No. Oh, Andrew Booth Jr.'s back out there. We'll see if he can get a block. A snap spot kick. Yeah, Andrew Booth has lost some speed with the leg injury earlier, so oh boy. So the Bears will make it a 9-point game, a 19-point game rather. And Tyler Harrell waving goodbye to that one. So here we go. Patrick Mahomes comes back out here, middle of the field, 25-yard line. 1:36 left to go here in the third. Looking. Gets his feet set. Throws wide open JJ. Oof. Taking shots after shots. But still gets the first down right in front of the Minnesota bench. Zexy, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. Now Mahomes under center. Turns, gives Dalvin. Dalvin, room to run. Big carry for Dalvin. 10 yards right side. And this is where, right in the beginning of the fourth quarter, this is where Minnesota will slow this game down to a screeching halt. And you're going to see this team pretty much have the ball the whole first half of the fourth quarter. Mahomes stomps his left foot. Man in motion, Adam Thielen off the end around. Angles inside, breaks a tackle, takes a shot, falls ahead to the 27. Oh, Nelly, Minnesota, you don't have to run a play. And in these situations, they usually don't. So Randy Replay, very, very comfortable with calling a end of the... Okay, they're going to line up. I was ready to call the end of the third quarter. Mahomes tries to get him to jump. That never works. We get the snap off right before the end of the third. Dalvin first down, so we will start the fourth quarter. First down and 10. At the end of 3, it's 46-27. Minnesota lead. So 46-27, Mahomes in the proverbial. We got Dalvin in the proverbial. Oof, big no block coming by way of Jonah Williams. I mean, he let him through. And so now Mahomes' dirty jersey from the gun. Turns, gives Dalvin, angles right, nowhere to go, 2 yards, and now you got to think about throwing this thing if you were in Minnesota. We'll see what you got. From the gun. Mahomes throws for JJ, first down. And Ingram says incomplete. We're going to take a look at this. JJ catch. Ball doesn't move. It was a catch. I don't know what Ingram's talking about. Now Mahomes from the gun. Oh boy, trying to get him to jump yet again. Dalvin up the middle. Dalvin sits down before he gets the touchdown. And they're going to keep this clock moving. What a smart play by Dalvin. Now Mahomes empty set. So the smart no score by Dalvin keeps the clock moving. Mahomes, quarterback keeper, he's in. Patrick Mahomes with a QB keeper. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What was that? He was instant transmission. Shoo, 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 shoo. And so Patrick Mahomes will score the team's touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Greg Joseph kick is away 53-27 now. We took 4 minutes off the clock. Not expecting that much room for Dalvin. He sits down right before the end zone, and Minnesota takes another 40 seconds off the clock. My heavens. So now in the fourth quarter, of course, we got the wind. We got the wind, baby. And out comes Justin Fields again, trying to get this thing to look better on paper. Down big. Minnesota playing back. Fields throws. Caught. Big hit, Kendricks. That's what you're going to get when you go up against this Minnesota Vikings linebacking core. Big hits. And trying to force that fumble. Fields throws. Incomplete. Oh, Jalen Johnson pushed the receiver over. I think we got away with one there. He threw his hands up as to say he was covering, so I think that really made the case for the officials. Big throw right side. Is spinning away, but he falls down. No first down for the Bears there. Minnesota now 3rd and 1. Moreau's 7th catch of the game. Fields from the gun. Snaps corralled. Minnesota sends the pressure, incomplete. It is, I do believe, Trayvon Diggs with the bat away, and now Minnesota 4th and 1 for against the Bears here. What do you do? Fields from the gun. Snaps corralled. Oh boy. Oh boy. He got him. He beat Patrick Jones. And a bad angle for Lewis Seen. Patrick Jones was beat by, looks like, whoever number 5 is. We don't get the name. Oh boy. Why would we put a linebacker on a receiver there? High snap corralled. Oh, Montgomery up the middle. Chopped down by big man Harrison Phillips. That's the way to take out Montgomery. Get him at the legs. Herbert will check in at running back. It is a Herbert carry. Brought down outside of the 5. We'll put him down at the 5. 3rd and 4 Minnesota. Can you do it again? Here we go. The Fields go. It's snapped around. Looking. Throwing. No, he's not. Daniil Hunter. The 2-finger guns come out, and he gives him the old Hulk Hogan. Daniil Hunter with the sack. Just as he was about ready to throw it or throw it away. And Shooter McGavin into Hulk Hogan for Daniil Hunter. I haven't seen that one yet. And it's 4th and 11. Mahomes excited about that. Here we go. Minnesota's got everybody near the end zone. Showing the rush of 5. Fields flush throws. Incomplete out of the back of the end zone. Turnover for the Bears, and now the boos rain down. And the coach can't believe it, but sometimes you just gotta. So now Minnesota will get the ball at the 12. Brittany, thank you. Happy streaming to you as well. Appreciate it. So Mahomes from the gun. Gives to Dalvin. Ooh, he loses 2. Trying to find room to the right side. Oh boy. Nowhere to go for Dalvin Cook. This will bring up 2nd and 12. Mahomes. Now the Bears showing blitz left side. Mahomes under center. Snap corralled. Thinks he's got a man left side. It's JJ. Cross the 50. And my heavens, there is the 336 that we're used to seeing from Mahomes, and JJ with another big catch. There's the patented point. What a well-placed ball. You want it to be a little bit more outside, but and everybody reacting. What else can you do? Randy sounded like a brick-brack breaking record, but you play him close, he gets over top. You play him off, he goes underneath. I mean, there's just no stopping JJ, and right now there's no stopping Dalvin. At least on that play. The first down, Minnesota. No, they're going to call him short. 2nd and 1 now. Dalvin be cooking here late in the game. Another Dalvin run. This time it's a first down. Little shoving match from JJ left side of your screen. 6:47 left to play. Dalvin right side looking for room. Only going to get about 4. Now 30 carries for Dalvin. Maybe you hold him out for a couple games here towards the end of the season. Mahomes from the gun. One step drop, quick throw, left side, JJ first down. Almost didn't get that off, but the clock will continue to run. Fresh set of downs for JJ. 12 catches, 260 and a gritty down in the Windy City. Dalvin Cook up the middle. 1 yard for Dalvin. Now under 5 minutes to play. Mahomes from the gun. Give. Dalvin bounces. Ooh, tries to bounce off outside. It's not going to work, and now it's 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5 here for Minnesota. Mahomes. Really, bro? That is not the play I chose, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, bud. I definitely chose a passing play. And of course there's an injury, so the clock stops. It doesn't matter. I hit X. I don't know what you're talking about, but oh, whatever. All right. So after the miscommunication, the drive will stall out. This to make it 56-27. Greg Joseph, middle of the field. Snap spot kick is good. Now with 4:05, it's just formality football. It has to happen. I mean, you have to wait until the end of the game. 56-27. Minnesota takes the lead. Greg Joseph, another touchback. And we appreciate you all stopping in for the broadcast. Randy replay here. Minnesota Vikings football online and on the air. 56-27. 4:05 left to go. Feel free to stick around for the end of this one. We'll get you post-game stats as Montgomery, screen right side, chopped down by Eric Hendricks. And then we'll take a look at the week ahead, where we'll face the Packers for the NFC North Division, Week 15. Justin Fields from the gun. Snap corralled, looking, throwing, wide open. Minnesota playing this defense. Bend but don't break. Keep the clock moving. Keep everything in bounds. Nearly to perfection now. 3rd and 4. The Fields from the gun. Snap. Corralled, looking. Looking right, throwing middle. Caught. That is, looks like it's going to be Herbert with the catch. Again, staying in bounds. Clock continues to run. 2:42 and counting. Eric Hendricks, 10 tackles in the game. Oh boy. Fields looking, Fields flush, Fields running. Owen Papo. Ooh, he wanted that hit. Fields will run it for 4 yards. And Owen Papo really wanted to get that tackle. Fields throws and caught. Oh boy, Robbie Anderson right side. just inside the numbers, and there is the 2-minute warning. Rip Bears, we got a bear down, bear down, bear down, Bears. So Chicago Bears first down, Minnesota playing everybody near the line to gain here. Fields from the empty set, gets the snap, looks right, looks left, throws middle, caught. Robbie Anderson again, and my heavens. I know it's going to be a victory, but what's going on here? Garbage time yards coming across the board. Fields from the empty set. Snap corralled. Looks left. All day to throw. Looks right. Flushed. Into the arms. Andre Carter sack fumble. The rookie. And the Bears will go no huddle, so we don't get the beautiful replay of Andre Carter's sack. Fields throws incomplete. My heavens, what a lot to unpack there. Andre Carter, another sack in today's game. He now is 1.5. This is a fumble sack, fumble, however you want to look at it. Fields from the gun gets the snap. Looking, throwing, toss up, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, Trayvon Diggs on the coverage. And we got one more play here. This is for the proverbial looks better on paper. Owen Papo sent deep. Fields from the gun, snap corral. Looking, throwing left side. Picked! No, it's dropped. Jalen Johnson had it in his hands for the second interception. He goes back to Robbie Anderson, but Jalen Johnson drops it on the way to the ground. And that is your dagger. Minnesota Vikings will be victorious and climb to 11-2, maintain number 1 seed in the NFC playoffs. Mahomes from the gun. Turns, gives to Dalvin. Dalvin trying to dance around looking for a hole. He'll take it left side, and the countdown is on. Minnesota, you have to run one more play, but for all intents and purposes, you will win the game. Good job, Minnesota. We will count it down here momentarily. Dalvin takes the run, goes left side. Dalvin stays in bounds for 3, 2, 1 victory, Vikings. You're not going to hear it here, but we'll play the Baru. Soak it in. 11-2 football operation. And he's getting a little happy with this button that he has here, playing the home field Baru towards the end of the game. Gotta love it. Justin Fields leaving the field. And you got to make fun of your division rivals, especially basement of the division. And Minnesota makes Randy get a little nervous there in the third quarter, but they pulled away in the fourth. And we'll get you to these playoffs. Wow. We'll get you into these player stats and get you back to the main screen. We'll preview next week against the Packers, which could very well be for the division. And Randy Replay's obviously got playoff football on his mind here today. Patrick Mahomes, 102.1 QB rating. He was 22 of 36. That is 61% completion percentage. For those of you that did not know how to do math or simply didn't look over here. 344 yards, 1 touchdown, a season low for Patrick. No picks though. So, yeah, pretty good day for Patrick Mahomes. We like to see a little bit better completion percentage. We're used to seeing high 60s, low 70s, but just some miscommunication today. For the rushing game, Dalvin Cook, 35 carries, 167, 2 touchdowns on the day. Patrick Mahomes, 4 for 23 and a touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 1 for 2 off the end rounds. And Adam Thielen, 1 for 7 off the end round. Patrick Mahomes hitting a season low 5 receivers in this game. Very, very interesting. The lone touchdown went to JJ, 12 catches, 260, and the aforementioned touchdown. Adam Thielen, 4 for 35. Smith and Jigba, 3 for 31. TJ the Hawkinson, got to be careful how you say that, 2 for 14, and CJ Ham 1 for 4. So the Vikings lean heavily on the run game today, and Didn't really need to throw it that much, but when they did, they didn't. A lot of incompletions for Patrick Mahomes. No picks, but there was definitely one or two that could have been picked off. Overthrew Thielen wide open. He underthrew a couple. It was just an off day for him. Not used to seeing it. That is what it is. Nobody cares about blocking. I mean, nobody. And one more time, nobody cares about blocking. Going to go to defense, look at total tackles, and oh my heavens, what would you even call this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A octo double for the Minnesota Vikings. Woo! That is insanity right here. For those of you that don't know, Minnesota runs on the rules of the double-double rules of the NBA, rather. Whenever multiple people get double-digit tackles, we call that a double-double, triple-double, quad-double, hyper-double. But this would be an octo-double. 8 players with double-digit tackles for the Minnesota Vikings today. Leading the charge is Eric Kendricks, the NFL comeback player in Randy's eyes. Tyson Campbell's Chunky Chicken Noodle Soup. And Trayvon Diggs with 12. Javon Holland with 11. Johnson, Hicks, Scene, and Hunter each with 10. I've never seen this before. 8 players, double-digit tackles on the Minnesota Vikings defensive side of the ball. Andre Carter with 4, DJ Wanham, Harrison Phillips with 3, Booth Jr., Naylor, Evans, Jones with 2. Tackles for loss, we had a bunch. 3 for Danielle Hunter, 2 for Andre Carter. Kendricks, Campbell Chicken Noodle Soup, Evans, Jones, Diggs, Wanham, Johnson, Phillips, and Dexter each with 1. We got back there a lot today, and we got some sacks to show for it. 3, 4, 5 sacks in total. And this is how they are all split up. Danielle Hunter and Andre Carter each got 1.5. They split some with DJ Wanham, Harrison Phillips, Gervin Dexter, and Patrick Jones. Holy moly. Chicken stromboli. Interceptions, we had 3 today. 1 by Jalen Johnson, 1 by Javon Holland, and the other by Tyson Campbell's Chunky Chicken Noodle Soup. Pass deflections, we had a bunch. 3 by Jalen Johnson, 3 by Javon Holland, Eric Kendricks, and Tyson Campbell's Chunky Chicken Noodle Soup had 1. I'm going to stop saying that. That's kind of hard to say. Forced fumbles. Did we go over picks? I think we did. Either way, forced fumbles, we had 4. Harrison Phillips, Andre Carter, Javon Holland, Eric Kendricks, all recovered but 2 by the Vikings, Jordan Hicks and Trayvon Diggs. 1 block kick by Andrew Booth Jr., returned by, I do believe, Javon Holland, if I'm remembering correctly. Maybe Jalen Johnson. Either way, no safeties and 2 defensive touchdowns for your Minnesota Vikings. Jalen Johnson and Tyson Campbell in this one. Kicking, Greg Joseph, 4 for 4 from 45, 6 for 6 on extra points. Ryan Wright with what feels like a season high, 6 punts. 258, netting 236, 1 of them inside the 20. Tyler Harrell, is he the guy at kick return? 2 kick returns, 42 yards, longest of 23. 3 punt returns, 28 yards, longest of 15. Once again, your Minnesota Vikings victorious at Soldier Field, 56-27. The proceeding was a presentation of the NFL on the SSN. Any rebroadcast, redistribution, or reusage of said broadcast is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of the NFL, the SSN, or any of its subsidiaries. This has been Randy Replay. Get you back to the main screen. We'll preview Packer Week and figure out what's going on in the playoff picture. I will see you in just a minute. Unstoppable, what's up, dude? Hello. Hello. Bennett. All right. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we need to advance. Oops. My bad. All right, let's Let's make sure this is what it is. So if I beat the Packers, I'll have a 4-game lead with 3 games left. Impossible for them to come back. So the NFC North is on the line. Vikings, Packers at home, week 15. Nice, bro. Nice, dude. Nice, dude. All right, let's put it into motion. I'm so gassy. And we will probably bounce the Packers out of the playoffs, which is always nice. Okay, 3, 2, and a 1. Well. Welcome back to the main screen. The Minnesota Vikings 11-2 football operation. Picking up a victory here week 14. If we were to take a look at the playoff picture, no movement. And this Packers game next week has just become a little bit more interesting. And with the Packers winning and the Vikings winning today, week 15 is for the NFC North, as if the Minnesota Vikings win, they will have a 4-game lead with 3 games left, locking up the NFC North. And hopefully, I mean, unless the Packers do something towards the end of the season, bouncing the Packers outside of the NFL 2024-2025 playoff bracket. So a couple injuries for the Minnesota Vikings today. Looks like none of them will be kept out for any measurable amount of time. We'll take a look at the injury report for the Packers and see what we got going on for next week. Other than that, there's nothing really to cover. Must be nice. No injuries. Love it. I think that's just going to just about do it here. Y'all saw the result. The defense playing better as the game went on. You did see some struggles from Mahomes in this one, kind of uncharacteristic. There was a lot of wind. Mahomes isn't really used to that this season, as he's an indoor team coming off of 7 of their last 9 games being at home. My goodness. We return home for the last game of the season, and it's a game where we might just be able to lock up the NFC North in week 15. This has been Randy Replay. I will see you in the next one. And cut it there. Very nice. What a show. What a video. What a oh man. I want to take a look at one thing before we get into whatever else we're doing tonight. Now the conundrum is at cornerback. Oh, $3 million? One season left. Okay. We don't really need him. Okay. RJ Cheeks. Man, this is the last year for Chaz Surratt to be on the practice squad. He's good, but oh boy. So we have Jamon Green, who we drafted. Ooh, man. We'd free up $3 million if we release Patrick Peterson. He doesn't play. And we'd be able to re-sign. Oops, that's not what I wanted. we'd be able to re-sign. Where is it? It's not available? What the hell? Why? Oh, week 15. We have to advance. Okay. We'd be able to re-sign Troy Dye with that money. Which is a piece I would like to keep. So $6 million wrapped up in between these two guys. $3 million of that will come from releasing Patrick Peterson. And then we can draft a couple corners in the draft. Because Jalen's leaving. He doesn't want to be here. 5 years, $68 million is... Woo! That is hefty. Even though he's worth it. Trayvon, we're going to offer him one more deal. Max $20 million over asking. 4 years, $90 million. If he declines, we could franchise tag him, but we're basically going to throw the bank at Trayvon so that we don't have to draft two corners in the draft. Maybe get Jalen Johnson back in free agency. Yeah, other than that, everybody else is leaving. Josh Oliver was a 1 year deal. We'll draft a tight end. Kenny Wilkes. We'll see if he survives free agency, we'll bring him back, but we don't really need him. Troy Dye I want to keep. And James Lynch I would like to keep. So yeah, we have what we want. I think we will come to terms with releasing Patrick Peterson. I'd like to trade him and get a couple picks, but I just don't see the point. I'm not going to be able to get much for a 34-year-old corner. There you go, $3 million freed up. That's about it. That's the only money move we can make. Colin Johnson doesn't play. We're losing Adam Thielen this season unless he doesn't retire. There's another $2 million sitting there. We can give Jalen Naylor some time in the last half of the season. We don't really need him. Get rid of him. Yep. We're gonna make a couple money moves for the off season here. And if anything, we can call up Amir Smith-Marset from the practice squad. Josh Oliver is a conundrum. He doesn't want to be here. He's not coming back. We free up $1.95 million if we release him right now. The only problem is we don't have another tight end. So we'd have to re-sign one, and everybody on free agency is over $1 million, so it doesn't make sense. So we'll let him play out the remainder of his deal. I think that's the only money. Ooh, wait a minute. $12 million with Jonah Williams? Sheesh. Who do we have at Oh, we don't have anybody. We could plug in Cody Mock. 12 mil. Wow. If we get rid of James Lynch, we save $900K. Irvin Dexter, the rookie. Wait, do we not have a... Oh, I was going to say, where's my left outside linebacker? Okay. Okay. Wilkes doesn't... Oh, no, he does. I want to keep him. Yeah, that's right. All right, $1 million. I think that's it. That's about all we can do. Mm-hmm. Okay, Jonah Williams doesn't want to be here. we can save $12 million. Or we could trade them right before the re-sign period. Save that money and maybe get a couple picks. Yeah. There's definitely some options. All right, we'll do there's definitely some options in the year 2 off season. Clear cap penalties for everybody. Because why not? I'm a nice guy. And there we go. So that will reflect next week, and we should have more than 24 to deal with. I mean, most of it is wrapped up in Trayvon. So we'll get about 15 back, so 39, 40, 43. Well, we'll have about 44 mil in the off season after those releasings. And then if Trayvon doesn't want to re-sign, we trade him or franchise tag him. It all depends on what we want to do. Get a couple high round draft picks or franchise tag him and see. I don't think it'll affect his willingness to play here. I think a franchise tag would piss him off even more. But we'll see. We got some options there. Man, we might even be able to finesse a team for 3 first-round picks. Or 2 1s and a 2. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is great. Oh, snap. I've never played it. What up, Dro? And we do have a pack. We have a welcome pack. Let's rip it, dude. Oh, that's cool. Hines Ward. Let's go her. Hines Ward. Wow. Look at those stats, dude. You got Odyssey and Black Flag? Nice. Nice. I like it. I haven't been to... The last one I played was Brotherhood. Look at that. A no money team, and I'm a 90 overall. Let's get it. No money team. No money ultimate, bro. Okay. I think that's going to do it for the Madden section. I appreciate y'all sticking around. I know it's a little different, but it's what we do. It's what we do, bro. All right, y'all know what time it is. Time to say goodbye to YouTube. For those of you that are in the YouTube stream, we only do this for Madden because it's easier for me to rip instead of deal with OBS recording, and it's hasn't saved the whole preseason and then a couple other games this year. So if you're on YouTube, feel free to come over to kick.com/Smeagol777, same name, where you'll see, I think we're doing Fortnite tonight. So feel free to come over and enjoy the rest of the stream. Bye, YouTube. Everybody wave goodbye to YouTube.